Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the collective. Collective, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. I hope everybody is doing well. If you have found yourself at this reading today, you would be channeling or connecting to the energy of the Strength card, number 8 of the Major Arcana, Leo energy. This is my new series on the channel, journeying through the Major Arcana. I told the Chariot card people that anytime a Major Arcana comes out in a reading, there are only 22 of them in a 78 card standard deck. Anytime you see a Major Arcana card, you just kind of perk up a little bit because it's such a vital energy of human experience. They're archetypes, and with the Strength card, we're not just talking about strength and power, although those things can be absolutely relevant. We're also talking about kind of a quiet strength of mastering our ego in the everyday, in the every moment, where our ego tries to protect us, right? Tries to keep us safe, tries to keep us from being hurt. But when we have a mastery of our ego, we're not so easily led, we're not so easily swayed or influenced by other people's opinions of us, judgment of us. The Strength card is really, it can be a tricky one to master because we don't want to be so strong that we end up being this brute force or this brute personality where what I say goes and whatever you have to say is irrelevant. It's not about that. It's about this like beautiful balance between understanding ourselves implicitly, understanding what we are at the very core of our being, and how we connect and relate to the rest of the world, things outside of ourselves. For all intents and purposes, right? Like we're all one and connected, but at the same time we're living this human experience and our brains can only comprehend so much at a time. So we create these personalities to try and differentiate ourselves from others. If we do that too much, if we stray too much in the opposite direction, the opposite and extreme direction, we can actually isolate ourselves from other people, alienate ourselves. I see in this card here, there's actually a lot happening, lots of hands in the air. You know, are we reaching towards the sky or are we shielding ourselves? Or are we kind of, when I do this, it's like I'm feeling anxious. When I clasp my hands together like this, it's not like clasping them in prayer. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen, right? It's kind of what I'm feeling. These phases of experience that we're going through when we deal with the Strength card. The Strength card is typically, at least in the Rider-Waite edition, it's signified by a woman who has her hand in a lion's mouth. And it symbolizes this ability to trust her beast within, to be able to wrangle the beast, but also understand that there's power in that connection. So I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one you've already seen, the White Witch Tarot for the overall energy. the What We've Forgotten Oracle deck for the base spread and the Artist Decoded for your tarot portion of your reading today. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for the collective relating to the Strength card. The first card will be where we've come from. The second card, where we're going. And the third card, advice from Spirit. 3 cards on the ground. Now the tarot for the clarifiers. This is for the collective. I always take jumpers from the pack, by the way. I never choose the cards. I know that you can't see it. One day I will figure out how to add another camera. Today is not that day. Okay. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. First 2 cards, we're going to talk about where we've been. Number 52, which reduces to a 7, the Chariot card in the Major Arcana. It's a Cancer energy. Cancer, you showed up in your own reading. So beautiful. Offerings. We've given so much. Whoever I'm speaking to has just, you might be very into heavy charity, or you might just be a very giving person. You give of yourself to others. Maybe a little too much. A little too much. I almost see this kind of parade of people coming. Like if you're standing at the bottom of this path, I see like a parade of people kind of walking in your direction, kind of wanting your energy, wanting your friendship, wanting your attention, wanting. There's a part of you that might like it. You know how some people they like to be needed? I mean, I like that. Not all the time. Sometimes I just want people to leave me the hell alone. But I'm a Cancer, so it's like kind of my nature to be like this. Some signs are not that way at all. But whoever I'm reading for today, I see this parade of people coming towards you. Now, not to say that they have any kind of nefarious ends or intentions. It's just, maybe you're just a really magnetic person. And it's an attractive quality, especially with somebody who has mastered this. What does this look like in a healthy person, the Strength card? It looks like somebody who has a lot of self-confidence, gravitas, right? They have this magnetic aspect to their aura. They command presence, but they don't command presence in order to outshine other people. It's never about outshining other people. In fact, if anything, it's very collaborative. It's being secure enough in yourself and your ideas to know when to speak and assert those ideas, and to know when to lay back and listen to other people's ideas. It's this healthy humility paired with a healthy self-confidence. That's what the Strength card, at least to me, that's what the Strength card looks like in a person. And I know many people like this. I have a friend, a joke, there's a joke in her, I don't know, soul tribe circle or her family or whatever, that she speaks in truths. There's something to, her stature, one, which I talked to her about the other day, because she's almost 6 feet tall. I'm a midget compared to her, but she's just so lovely. I just love her so much. She's just such a good friend. But she's almost 6 feet tall, so she has some presence when she walks into a room. But it's just the cadence of her voice. It's the way she speaks. She's never BSing you. You can feel that she speaks authentically every time. And sometimes it's like a little too much, but she speaks in truths. That's how people describe her. And I feel as though that's the Strength quality, the Strength energy. But I think it's because you're embodying this quality, people are drawn to you. So you find yourself kind of giving a lot. It's clarified by number 9 in the reverse, the Hermit card. Virgo energy. Virgo, you showed up in your own reading. The Hermit card of the Major Arcana talks about Somebody who's like, hey, guess what? I've got to take some time out for me. I've got to regroup. I've got to reassess what it is that I'm doing right now, what I care about, what I'm dealing with. Not in a selfish way, but just in a very self-conscious way. I need some space in order to figure out what it is that's going on with me right now, because there is an imbalance. You got this card in reverse. So it's almost as if you're saying, okay, everybody, you need to step out, step to the side. I'm going to walk out into this light, right? The Hermit card always carries the lantern in this, I mean, coming from his face, but it's the energy of the star of the major arcana. He's carrying that light of the star, and it's almost like I see you, you know, if the Hermit is one to retreat and go into the woods for clarity and insight, the Hermit card in reverse is coming out of the woods, into the light, into the clearing, into this place to be seen, to be understood. Can I have a clarifier for that? What are these offerings? What are we giving away? High Priestess in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. Pisces energy. Pisces, you showed up in your own reading. Number 2, the major arcana. High Priestess, one of my favorite cards. She sits at the veil between worlds, sees all, says nothing. Highly psychic, highly intuitive, secretive, mute. Really a divine channeler. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment energy, abundance, joy. Comfort is a word I'm getting, comfort. I've got these cards in reverse to clarify this. There may have been times when people looked to you for this comfort, but you could not provide. Not because you aren't a comforting person, but you know, when sometimes people look to you for answers, high priestessy kinds of answers. You might have a very strong high priestess energy, like an inner knowing, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience. But sometimes you just aren't in the position to be able to give people what they want, because what they want is not on their path. Does that make sense? Sometimes they just want a fix-all answer. Just tell me something that I can use so that I can just deal with this. Sorry, I don't have anything for you. You have to figure it out on your own. I'll give you an example. Because I channel all the time, right? We're always channeling, all of us, every single one of us. However you identify yourself, you're channeling sometimes from your higher aspect or from your spirit guides. So the other day, I was talking to this coworker who, I don't think he ever watches any of my readings, so if he's watching, then he knows what I'm talking about. He said that this animal, I think it was like a rabbit or something, I don't know if it had jumped in front of his car or jumped in front of him or like whatever, but it scared him just because, you know, you're not expecting like an animal to jump in front of you. You're not expecting that. And he said, yeah, you know, it really freaked me out. Like the bunny didn't freak me out, but the fact that it was like an animal that jumped out of nowhere. And he said he had just paused for a moment, like in his car or whatever. And it really scared him. And I said, oh. I said, that was spirit. Kind of jumping in front of your path to make you slow down and to prevent you perhaps from something on down the line that you can't see. And he goes, well, what was it? And I was like, well, I don't know. I just know that that's what it was. Anytime that our path is distracted or delayed in some sense, in those kinds of cases, it's like, oh, you were pause here for a moment so that you will avoid something down the road. And then the bunny moves out of your way. You can continue on your path. Here you are, safe at work. And so he left my office, and then I went into his office a couple of minutes later, and he goes, but like, that's really bothering me because, like, what was I being delayed from? And I don't know where this voice came from. I don't know where this voice came from. Well, clearly it came from Spirit, because I looked at him and I said, do you believe in God? Well, first of all, I'm a Buddhist, so it would not be fair for me to say that I believe in God. I believe in higher power. I don't call it God like the God that we know on earth, but I highly respect people that believe in God, right? But I don't say things like that. Do you believe in God? Like, I don't say things like that. But he's Catholic. And it just can't. I was like in the middle of looking through this box of sodas or something. I don't even know what I was doing. And I just stopped and I was like, do you believe in God? And he was like, well, yeah. And I said, then why don't you have faith? Have faith that God protected you. And faith is not just about believing in God, but it's knowing that you are being protected. It's understanding that there are things you will never understand. And it's not for you to understand in this moment. Maybe later, but not right now. You get it? Ooh, it was very preachy and it was very like angry. I was like almost angry, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my energy. I was just like, stop talking. Like, stop questioning it. He has the right to question it, but like in the sense that like, go question it in somebody else's woods. Don't question it in my woods. Right? So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like you may have answers 90% of the time, but this one particular sense that you didn't have the answers for them. And so in a way, sometimes your offering is not offering anything at all. It's just being a mirror. Just holding up a mirror to someone and saying, what is it that you believe? What is it that you're questioning? If you're questioning it, you got to go into hermit mode and figure it out for yourself. That's not something that I can do for you. Right? So this is the energy that I see. Where are we headed? Number 37 corresponds to the Wheel of Fortune card. Major Arcana. It's Jupiter energy. This card says cycles. Where are we headed? I think this is breaking out of cycles because it also references the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, good fortune, divine timing. Divine timing. There's something that is going to come in such beautiful timing for you. And when it finally happens, it's like ching, 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 ching. I feel like all the cogs of the bigger machine are making sense. Everything's click, click, clicking into place. I don't know why it's very mechanical, but that's what I feel. I feel as though you're going to be very aware of it. You're going to be very conscious of it. Your eyes are going to be fully open of when this is going to happen, right? Fully open eyes. And there's going to be this sense of you that is very humble and grateful. You're going to be like, wow, I could not have written this story better if I tried. Thank you, Spirit. But it is something that, cycles don't always have to be bad. Like the cycles of the moon, right? They give us structure. The moon gives us life on this planet. It allows the tides to turn, the earth to spin. Some cycles are good. There's something coming full circle for you. It's beautiful. But it's interesting because it started in one place. You were one person, and as it comes around again, you're another person now. It goes around again and you're another person, right? You're just up-leveling constantly. Two of Swords to clarify that. No confusion, no blindness, no questioning, no up in our heads. There's a sense here that you're moving and shaking and making decisions for yourself. Let's get a clarifier. What is it? that we are up leveling to. 2 cards came out. 5 of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So, Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. All the aces come from spirit. The Cups energy talks about love and emotions and friendship and family. These ooey gooey feelings of the heart chakra. But when spirit gives it to you in a great big cup, it's a new beginning. Right? It's in the reverse for you. So there's a little bit of a delay. 5 of Wands here. No longer conflicted, no longer torn, no longer fighting amongst ourselves of what we should do, where we should be, how we should be. I think there's a certainty here, right? Again, it's like when that wheel turns in your favor and things start to happen, abundance starts to show up in your life. You're not sitting there and questioning it, saying, why me, why me, why me? That's like the Strength card debilitated. Saying, why me? Why do I deserve this? Stop doing that. Just say thank you. Just say thank you. Just try it. Because you start to say thank you, then more stuff happens. Thank you. Then more good stuff happens. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so grateful, Spirit. I'm so grateful, Universe. Thank you. This wants to come in for you. Really get into that place where you have open arms to receive. It's important. This is real. This is a big one. This is a big one. I don't know, because I see the wings here. Honestly, I see chickens. Which is not to call you a chicken. That's not it. Chickens lay eggs. This is what I'm thinking. It's like these golden eggs, these golden opportunities. I see all these, like, I don't know why. That's not, I don't know if that's what the artist meant, but I see chickens all kind of clucking around here. Eggs are, well, if you live in my part of the world, so eggs are a hot button topic, right? Shortage of eggs is like the nightmare, right? Nightmare scenario. Eggs are such a staple food. The idea of the egg, the idea of hatching plans, hatching ideas, rebirth, birth and rebirth. It's abundance energy. If you can swing it. Spirit is asking you to really look at this. Are you in a place? Look at all these hands, right? Are you confused about what you should be reaching out for? That's kind of what they're saying. Be very clear about what you're trying to manifest. Yeah, because we end with advice from Spirit. Number 24 reduces to a 6, the Lover's card of the Major Arcana. That's Gemini energy. Gemini, you showed up in your own reading. And the word is alchemist. What does the alchemist do? They mix all their concoctions and their potions and their chemicals and their elements. Mixing things together to create something new, powerful, magical. The alchemical reaction, right? Like in your laboratory, experimenting. That's very interesting. Okay, so Spirit is showing me, I was thinking about the scene, like while I was taking a shower. It was really weird, but I don't remember what the potion is called from Harry Potter, but it's like the good luck potion. Felicitas, I don't know. I'm a bad Harry Potter fan. I don't remember what the potion is called. Something like Felicitas or something. It's the good luck potion. If you've ever watched Harry Potter, one of his teachers, Harry Potter wins this potion. And it's supposed to, you drink it and you just have good luck all day. And his best friend Ron has like a Quidditch match or something, and he has no self-confidence. It's like his first game or something, and he has no self-confidence. And so Harry says, like, go out there and get him. And he's like, I don't know if I can do it. And he goes, sure you can. And then he shows him an empty vial. And he's like, whoa, dude, did you put that good luck potion in my drink? And he's like, go get him, Tiger. You know? Ron goes out there, wins the game, kisses the girl after the game. It's the whole thing. And Hermione, their friend, comes up to Harry and was like, I can't believe you gave him that potion. And then Harry pulls out another vial that's completely full, and he says, I didn't give him anything. I just made him think that I did. He did all that by himself. He's doing it all by himself. It's a mindset shift. Spirit is asking you to change your mindset in order to elevate your consciousness, to thereby elevate your experience. It's clarified by the Page of Swords here. Curiosity, taking that first step forward, that first contemplation, right? The ideas, the thinking mind, not being afraid to ask the questions so that you can get to the next step. It's a little bit of curiosity and philosophy, theory, strategy. Feels like those energies. So let's bring it back. Let's say you want to start a new business. You don't know how to get a business license. You never did that before. There could be people in your life that have started businesses. Why don't I ask them? Why don't I email somebody? Why don't I Google it and look it up online? Why don't I ask ChatGPT? I don't like any of that, but like whatever, just ask ChatGPT. How do I get a business license in this country, in this state? What do I have to pay? Where do I go get it? Right? Ask the questions. Start the process. Strategize. It's really powerful energy. But it comes when we can muster up the strength, the confidence, the healthy ego in order to move and shake in our lives. And I feel like you're doing that. So that's your reading, collective. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Stay tuned for the next installment, The Hermit.